It's the Chicago White Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. John shall be with you alongside Chris Singleton. So the Chicago White Sox, with a gloomy outlook heading into the season, definitely a long shot to contend. Singing, how do they outperform expectations and give that fan base some hope?
Boog, I got a feeling these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe a fan favorite has a great season, maybe a prospect really emerges or something, but this roster, it's just not cut out to go toe-to-toe with the league's best. I know it sounds like I'm writing them off already, but I'm really not. I mean, who knows? They have a hot start. Maybe the front office gets aggressive and adds some pieces, and they contend this year after all.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get the season started right after this. Just about set to go, and starting in this one, Aaron Savali.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays there.
Just a blue hit behind third right there. That's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Line into right. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Jonathan India at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Bounce it back, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
No, clearly just anxious right there. Understandably so. 1-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. And the infield fly is called. Andrew Vaughn now. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here on opening day.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. The throw in. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 1-0.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the ball in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
On the ground to the left, Perdomo. And he beats it. He's safe. 2 outs, bases full. Here's Josh Rojas. And that's it for a strike. 0-1. And he swings over the top there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
1 ball, 2
In
strikes.
the dirt, runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here in the desert, our starter in this one, Nestor Cortez Jr.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. And he's right. He's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Line drives are short and caught.
Batting third.
Cattell Marte to the plate. Right there for a strike. Tying run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate. He's using the whole field. He was out front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This is Corbin Carroll. Drilled in there, high and deep right field. And that is gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting the home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter on balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 down. Here's Gurriel. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. And there are a lot of hits there.
So up next, Gabriel Moreno. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to third, Rojas. Whips it to first. That is the inning. D-backs had a pair on the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Top of the second, Houston Slater stands in.
Designated Austin Slater.
Savali back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one the other way. Carroll pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty. Ball 1 there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infield because of how hard he hit it.
Rosario down the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Strike two. Man at first, one away. And that one upstairs, ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Misses, it's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Pickoff throw. Montgomery dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Over to Smith, third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Chase Field, bottom half of inning number 2. And the batter now, Dominic Smith. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next to hit for Arizona, Alex Call. And a foul ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And now, Tommy Troy looking for his first big league hit right here. Late swing, fouled off. 0-1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Foul ball still 0-2. Smith, the runner on third, Call, stands at second, no outs. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. James McCarthy getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. In the air, left field, down the line, and Benintendi able to make the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. That clips the corner.
No, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that runner. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Line drive. He's got it. And that is out number 3. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
India.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. RBI single his last time up. In there, it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And now 1-2. 1 out, and a runner at second here on opening day. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2 with the count. One ball.
In the dirt. Man at second. Foul ball still 1-2 count. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And welcome back to home. Set to the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Fastball for a strike. Going on.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of life on this one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And here is Corbin Carroll. Bunting for hit, and that's a foul. Carroll in his 5th season, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. One down, base is empty. That one to first, Vaughn. Steps on first for the out.
Now that is left fielder, Lourdes.
And it's Lucas Gurriel Jr. And he's already singled in this game. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. In the air, right field. Padu on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. The pitch. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour with the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Kyle Teal.
So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
1 out, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting,
2 outs, base is empty. Josh Rojas now at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1 count. And 1-1. So the foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Back here at Chase Field, here's the third baseman, Tommy Troy.
There's one thing on his mind, isn't that? Getting that first hit at the big league level.
Altavilla back to work. First pitch swinging.
Well, these Diamondbacks digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Tommy Troy with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats. On a second, they get him out. Throw to first, but he beat it. So digging in, Perdomo. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips the corner.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one, you get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence with the at-bat.
Rojas trying to get there. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. McCarthy, the base runner at first with 1 out. In the air, center field. Makes the grab for the second out.
now batting, second baseman Ketel Marte.
So man aboard. Here's the second baseman Ketel Marte. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. One left for Arizona as they hold on for 1 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm of the mound to start the 8th, Ryan Thompson.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved with that, so we'll see how he goes.
On Austin Slater steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hard ground ball, base now. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now, Colson Montgomery on the ground, 2 ball. Off balance beat, there's 1, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Stepping in, the White Sox lead off man, Richie Rosario. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2 with the count.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball, it's just out.
2 outs, base is empty. Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Outside low, and now it's 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside, and that is ball 3. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first, Akil Baddoo steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning as a former outfielder in the field of the crowd right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here in the desert, bottom of the 8th. Now it's going to be Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
Oh, and they're going to take the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in high, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hit the air, center field. Rosario under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1-1. Here's Florida's Gurriel Jr.
Left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. He didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact. And that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plate.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. John Curtis on to try and close it out. He goes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, he got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And a 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, the later the man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll over two.
That one hit to right. Carroll. He makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn steps up plate for the White Sox. Curtis, in his 6th season, 33 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and that's the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher that we're ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love it when you get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.